Hi guys, welcome to a Driving with Kevin video. Guys, it's been about a month since I recorded my goodbye video, and I feel like the situation warrants an update. So I want to give you a real quick video, just kind of talking about what's going on, and kind of an update type of video. So first of all, guys, I'm at 992 subs. It's 8 away from 1,000, 8 away from monetization, and part of the reason why I decided to do this video. So thank you guys for sharing my content, for subscribing to me, for watching my videos. I really truly appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this channel going forward. I may start doing a few more videos here and there. I really don't drive much anymore. Hardly ever, actually, but my life situation does warrant maybe the potential to drive a little more, so I may start working live streams back in, but we're gonna kind of wait and see kind of how things go. So anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about the current situation, the current world situation on hand. Obviously, the world is in a pandemic situation. And here in the United States, we're hearing all the time about how many new cases we have. We're hearing about how many deaths there have been. We hear about New York. We hear about California. We hear about Washington State because that's where the first case was. We don't hear about anything in between. So let me kind of give you the update here, what's going on here in Iowa. I had this app that I was attempting to show. This is like my 10th attempt to film this video. However, the app, the DU recorder I always use for my YouTube videos in the past, for some reason it's not picking up audio. So I had to change the way I do this video. So I'll just have to kind of tell you, there's an app out there called Newsbreak, and I'm not plugging the app. I'm not being paid to plug the app or anything, but this app breaks down the cases based on where you are. So in my case, it tells me this is how many cases are in your county, your state, your country, and then you can look at all the states in the country and kind of see where all the cases are and how everything's going, how many deaths there are, etc., etc. So I live in Dubuque. That's part of Dubuque County. In Dubuque County, we do not currently have any cases. As far as I know, we've only tested 3 or 4 people, and they've all come back negative. So it is not here in Dubuque yet, so that's good news. So far in Iowa, there are 38 total cases. The closest one to us is about an hour and a half. There's hour and a half south of here is Iowa City. They have 23. I think 23. You're 23 or 21. I think it's 23. They have 23 of the 38 cases. And then about an hour and a half west of here, they just got their first case over in Waterloo. So it's creeping up, but it's not here yet. There was word that we have a couple that was on one of the cruise ships that docked in California. I don't know if they're back in town yet. I don't think they are. I think they're still quarantined. So because I would think if they're back, they would probably have spread it by now, but I don't even know if they tested positive. I hadn't heard anything. So but that's the current situation here. The governor did order all restaurants, bars, gyms, theaters, everything to close on Tuesday at noon. So we are officially on lockdown. The restaurants are drive-through only, or pick up, carry out, whatever. But a lot of the restaurants that are doing carry out, they're actually bringing the food out to you. They don't want you even going into the restaurant. So I mean, it's pretty serious. And I'll be the first to admit, I was one of those people that really didn't think this was a big deal. I thought, oh, it's just a really bad flu. You know, it's not going to be a big deal. And I was going around telling people I didn't care if I got it. In fact, I kind of hoped I got it. I don't feel that way anymore. I know I'm not in the high risk category, so I'm not overly concerned about it. My job requires me to work regardless because I work in supermarkets as part of my job, and the president said the other day that supermarkets and convenience stores will never close. That's the heart of our business. So I will have to work regardless unless I get sick. So Anyways, I wanted to kind of, in addition to that, want to talk to you guys through kind of how to handle COVID as a rideshare driver. And I know a lot of you guys probably already seen videos like this, or you've probably already taken precautions, but I just kind of wanted to reiterate, make sure that you are washing your hands constantly, and just keeping yourself overall healthy. Try not to touch your face. It's really hard. You know, they always tell you don't touch your face, and I don't know if you've seen that video, but there was a video of a lady, I don't even know who she was or where she was from, but she started talking about what to do to prevent the spread, and she said, don't touch your face, as she licked her fingers and turned the page. It was really funny, but kind of ironic at the same time. But anyway, you don't realize how hard it is not to touch your face until you're told not to do it. I've had a really hard time with it. But so it's, and also you're supposed to maintain 6 feet of distance between you and other people. And specifically for my job, we've been told when you check in your product, stay 6 feet away from the person checking it in. It's very hard to do. Very, very hard to do in my line of work. And also, do not let them sign the handhelds. We're supposed to basically scribble on ourselves to help kind of prevent the spread of the disease. It's a little bit goofy, a little bit harder to do in my business, but yeah. So as far as rideshare goes, in addition to keeping yourself healthy, it's not a bad idea to clean out your car. Wipe it down with wipes if you can find some. Use hand sanitizer, things like that. You probably want to wipe down surfaces every 2 or 3 riders. Door handles, things like that, probably after every rider, just to kind of be safe. But my advice to you guys as a rideshare driver during this whole crisis, pandemic type of deal, remember it is a virus, so it's not treatable, is don't take passengers. Stop taking passengers. So as I mentioned at the beginning of my video, we're on lockdown. Everything's closed, right? Grocery stores are still open, but they are telling people do not go out unless you absolutely have to. So what does that mean? People still need food. People still need groceries, right? But they may not want to go out. Here in Dubuque, I found that people are still going out. Like, no one's really... I did not drive St. Patrick's Day weekend, the weekend before St. Patrick's Day, but all of our bars they were all stuffed. They were completely full. You never would have known there was a pandemic. I mean, it was full. Kind of wish I would have driven, but I didn't. Obvious reasons I can't with DOT regulation. But so basically, if you do any sort of food delivery, right? If you're an Uber driver and you're approved for Eats, I know people don't like doing Eats. Turn passengers off, turn Eats on. You're gonna make way more money delivering food right now than you are passengers anyway. Most states have instituted a curfew, or maybe not most, but Iowa has not, but I know a lot of the states on the East Coast have, specifically New York and New Jersey for sure. So I know that's not a lot of states, but you catch my drift. So 8 o'clock is the curfew in some places, 10 o'clock in others. The prime money making times after that anyway. So people are going to be in their houses. They're going to be trying to stay home. Most schools are out, so parents are home with their kids. They need to feed them somehow, right? So they're either going to go out to the grocery store or have groceries delivered to them, or they're going to have food delivered to them from restaurants. So DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, those are all prime money making apps right now. Okay, Instacart, Shipped, those are good ideas. Also, apparently DoorDash does groceries. I didn't know that till today. So those are kind of where I'd be focusing my efforts at this point. Also here in Dubuque, I don't know if it's nationwide or not, but here in Dubuque there's an app called Point Pickup. It's basically like grocery delivery. Every single request that I've gotten on there has been for Walmart. It's about $9 per delivery that I've received so far. Doesn't mean it won't be more, but $9 per delivery is not bad. They specifically tell you, park in the pickup spot, we'll bring it out to you. So in Hy-Vee, which is my major account, they do their own deliveries. but they're so overwhelmed right now that they are farming out their deliveries to other companies like DoorDash and Instacart and Shipped. So, and I don't think they use point pickup, but that'd be a good one for them to use. So, Instacart and Shipped, you do the shopping yourself. But the other services, they do it for you, and they put it in your cart for you too. So, those would be the best services to do at this point right now. No one wants to go out, and you can take care of that for them. They are recommending no contact, like no hand-to-hand contact type of thing. So, but that again, that's all kind of in the process of the transaction. So, yeah, I guess that's my main advice that I would have for you. Turn off the passenger apps, turn on the delivery apps. Okay, that's where all the money is right now. We don't know how long this thing is going to go. I heard that it was going to peak in the middle of April. Now they're saying it might be here until July or August. Like, we don't know how long. I would go insane if this is here till July or August. I wouldn't be able to handle it. But I'd be making money hand over fist, I'll tell you that. But at some point, it's not worth it. That'd be my advice to you. And please, please, please make sure you're protecting yourself. You are most important, obviously. And I don't know, some of you are older, some of you are younger. For me specifically, my parents are in their mid-60s. They're both susceptible to health issues. So I'm kind of quarantining myself from them for the time being. But you got to think about those people. You got to think about that population as being that's where all the deaths, that's the majority of the deaths are coming from. So got to be mindful of others in addition to yourself. So that's it, guys. That's what I want to talk about. Just be careful out there. Pay attention, and make sure if you have symptoms, you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're calling your doctor before you go in. Don't just show up. Call your doctor before you go in, and don't go in there demanding a test, because you probably ain't going to get one. So, that's it. That's all I got. We'll see where this channel goes from here. I am not really sure, but maybe I'll come back. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, Uber Lyft on. Be safe out there. And remember, it's a great time to be alive, even during a pandemic. Peace out.